viewers, Rectangular back, this time with another Marvel Legends news update. Alright, first things first, you may have seen these pictures floating around the social media networks of a new Eternals Ajax figure, and from what I can tell, it looks pretty legit. At first I was thinking it was a custom because we weren't seeing all of the packaging. I'm still trying to get a picture of the barcode. That would definitely lean towards more legitimate if I could try to confirm that number. But it definitely looks like it could be a legit figure, and it could be a store exclusive. That's what I am on the assumption with right now, because it does not show up in the list of the assortment that I have, and we'll get into that here in a second. The tag for the assortment did show up apparently at Walgreens recently, thanks to Kevin Comic O'Shea for sharing that image. Yeah, I think initially this was going to be around the time that the wave was going to start being released, and somebody continued to follow that date, and they put it up prematurely, but or they didn't get the memo that the wave wasn't actually being released now. So putting those two in conjunction, it leads me to believe that these figures will be showing up sooner than later. So even though the movie was pushed back, I think the trailer is supposed to be launching here pretty soon. Well, I don't think it's supposed to drop until like November, so usually we don't start seeing movie figures until the trailer releases, but yeah, let's get into that a little bit further here. So here we have a picture of the cast for the Eternals movie, and yeah, and also some pictures of the concept art of the costumes for the characters in the movie as well. And overall they look pretty nice, but kind of a far cry, I wouldn't say a far cry, but a bit of a stretch away from the original comic book art. These look a little Asgardian, I would say, or maybe more Doctor Strange movie costume-ish, costume-like. So yeah, it would be interesting to see what the actual final costumes look like, and if the wave is going to be a mix of comic book and or actually all movie wave, and or a mix of movie and comic book. Right now I'm kind of leaning more towards all movie wave, but the list of the assortment that I have here shows, let's see here, just numbers. We have UPCs with just code names of, figures 1 through 7. But according to one of my sources, we were supposed to be getting 2 figures of Icarus, so he's going to be 2 per case. We're going to be getting Cersei. We're going to be getting Sprite. This one is going to be, I think it's Makkari. We're going to be getting Phastos. Another one is going to be Kingo, and the last one is going to be Druig. And also I've been told that the deluxe villain figure that I leaked information about previously is going to be Kro, K-R-O. So yeah, it's unverified yet, or I have not been able to verify that this is the assortment, but I'm hearing from a couple different sources that this is going to be the wave. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Hopefully I can get confirmation here pretty soon. I am seeing the Eternals showing up in several systems, including Amazon. So more than likely these figures are going to be dropping sooner than later. I was thinking they probably weren't going to come out until close to the movie release date, but I think they're running into the same issue with the Black Widow wave, is that production cycle for manufacturing was, they're trying to stick to a specific time frame because they got to start working on figures for next year. So they can't just, wait and push those figures to produce later in the year. They got to keep cranking them out, and they're probably already made and sitting in a warehouse, and they don't like to pay, companies don't like to pay for warehouse space. They got to hurry up and get them out. So I'm thinking we're probably going to start seeing these show up here pretty soon. We saw that one movie figure already popping up, assuming it's legit. So I'm thinking they're probably going to be dropping in the next couple months. So in addition to the Eternals wave, I've got UPC numbers for the other waves that are supposed to be dropping at the end of this year and early next year. So I mentioned previously that we're supposed to be getting another Avengers Gamerverse wave. I believe that these are the UPCs for that wave. 7 figures in that wave. Again, just have code names or just numbers 1 through 7 listed for the figures, so do not know what the assortment is yet, but hopefully, since we do have the UPCs, those are going to start hitting systems here pretty soon. I'm guessing they're still going to be code named, but yeah, I would imagine they're going to reveal these pretty soon, and we should hopefully start seeing a pre-order here pretty soon. Also, we have the Shang-Chi wave. Again, that's going to be a movie wave, so they're going to be pretty tight-lipped about what characters are though until the trailer drops for that. We've got code name of Halo, Captain, CWS, Pirate, Sailor, and Yacht. So a nautical-based code name theme. And yeah, I wish I had more information about that wave. Obviously, we're probably going to see a Shang-Chi, who I'm assuming will probably be 2 per case, and then it'll be totally up in the air at that point. Who else is going to be in that wave? And then next we have Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse wave that I spoke about. What it looks like, because I had a list of 6 figures for that wave, and the list that was leaked only had UPCs for 5. So after looking carefully at the numbers, it looked like the second figure in the list was missing, so I have an asterisk next to that one. And we're just going to have to wait and see if that pans out, as far as if that's a legit number, if these 5 figures or 6 figures listed were going to correspond with the 5 or 6 UPCs. So still waiting to get confirmation on that. And then next year we're supposed to get another Spider-Man wave. And again, don't have information other than code names for those. We have shale, sapphire, sandstone, sulfur, methane, manganese, and iodine. So it'll be interesting to see what that figure assortment is going to be. And then finally, Hasbro hinted at a Powers of X or Powers of 10 House of X, Powers of 10 assortment, and that is what I'm assuming that this is. We've got 6 figures in that wave, and again, don't have anything other than figures 1 through 6. So hopefully we will start hearing more about those assortments here when HasCon drops at the end of this month. And as soon as I find out more information, I will let you guys know. Hopefully you guys like the video, you share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and I always love hearing back from you guys, so please leave a comment below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.